Don't be embarrassed, and trust me, don't be ashamed. Everything you say to me, baby, is confidential. I know this is really intimate stuff, but let's talk about debt. Coming to you again with more help is your Get Out of Debt guy, your man with the answers to solve all your financial worries. Your host and debt expert, Steve Rode.
Angela called in before and asked a question, and if you'd like to hear her first question, this is a follow-up to it, you can go to getoutofdebt.org/7715/ That's getoutofdebt.org/7715/ and then hit enter. It'll take you to the page. You can listen to her first question, the follow-up. You can see the comments that have already been added to that. And this is her follow-up question.
Hey, buddy, you're listening to the Get Out of Debt radio show, and if you don't remember that this ain't legal or accounting advice, I'll have to hurt you. For real legal advice, find yourself a lawyer in your state. Got it?
Hi, Steve. This is Angela again. Thank you for your advice and compassion earlier. I did send an email, but it seems to be taking longer. So I just have a question. I did call a lawyer or an attorney about filing bankruptcy, and they said that we would be eligible. However, she wasn't really clear with me. I guess it was a phone conversation, so it was hard to ask all the relevant questions. My husband has a new business, which is about a year old, is doing okay. You know, it's earning a living. That's about it. And he is, it's an LLC. And we're just concerned that we don't want to do anything that would jeopardize the business in any way. The other question was, she quoted me $2,500 for the bankruptcy. I just wondered if this is, a fair average, if it's above average, just so I can gauge if I should be maybe shopping around a little bit more. Thank you. Bye.
If you have a question you want to ask me, don't be afraid to call the automated helpline. This recorded line allows you to leave me a message 24 hours a day, and I always answer questions that are left by recording before I answer the written questions. The number to call is 919-321-2378. 919-321-2378. Angela, you asked a very important question, and that's about price. Well, bankruptcy attorneys charge different amounts for either the complexity of the case, the type of case they're filing, or if they're in a different part of the country. Not every bankruptcy attorney charges the same amount. So you were quoted $2,500, but really that depends upon the complexity of your case and also what's the local market charge. Even though a bankruptcy lawyer is a professional, they still are somewhat competitive on prices. So what I would do is I would pick up the phone and I'd call 2 more offices and I'd present your situation, ask for a quote. Now, price alone is not the only reason that you should select one office over another. I think that the overriding reason is they treat you nice. They give you care, compassion, good customer support. You're not intimidated by the office. You're not afraid to pick up the phone. And they're always happy to answer whatever question that you have. This is a process that you're going to go through. You're going to have some questions as you go along. You want to be able to communicate with them. You don't want an office that doesn't treat you nicely. And I think you can tell that by almost the first 10 seconds of your first phone call with them. How does it start even at the receptionist who answers the phone, or the secretary, or whoever it is that initially answers the phone? Are they nice? Do you hear concern in their voice? And then after you've made those total of 3 calls and you've determined which attorney that you think that you want to go with, using that kind of etherical formula of price and compassion, then I would urge you for you and your husband to schedule an appointment to physically go into the office and sit down face to face with the attorney. Ask all of your questions, get all of your answers, and then decide which attorney is right for you. I think you'll decide at the end of that appointment that the attorney that you made the appointment with to go in and sit down in front of face to face is probably the one that you're going to go with. But I want you to be 101% sure that you've picked the right attorney for you. If you have a question you'd like to ask, give me a call. Leave me a message. I answer all recorded questions first, and the number is 919-321-2378. Angela, I'm sending you another big virtual audio hug. I think that you're doing a great job here. And, one question for you. Scottish? Take care. This is your Get Out of Debt guy, Steve Rode.
Thanks for listening to another Get Out of Debt show with your friend and mine, Steve Rode. If you or someone you know would like to submit a question for Steve to answer, just visit our website at getoutofdebt.org and fill out the question form. And while you're on the getoutofdebt.org site, be sure to subscribe to the show feed and, what's that, Steve?
Remember Twitter.
Oh yes. Follow Steve on Twitter at Get Out of Debt Guy.